Equally, we must encourage competence and self-esteem in the political executive. Both must understand their roles. Another way would be to introduce a level between the minister and the permanent bureaucrat, permanent civil servant. I have advocated a level between the minister and the permanent civil servant. I'd call him a vice minister, who comes with the minister, goes out with the minister. He could be from academy, he could be from the academic world, he could be from private sector, he could be a retired civil servant, he could be an administrator, he could be a politician. I think you bring in at that level, and I think the relationship between the political executive and the permanent civil service will become far more healthy.
I think this is again a sense of escapism. Instead of making things work as they are, we want to invent new patterns of management. I think that is not the correct way. We can make the system work. It has worked in the past.
I think the changes which we would really like is that you must have a strong government. When I say strong, it doesn't mean you've got to be physically strong, but you must have confidence in what you're doing. And if you have confidence in what you're doing, that confidence spreads to the bureaucracy. I mean, you've got to delegate authority, you've got to allow people to, do their jobs. You don't have to interfere on a day-to-day basis. And the most important thing is you've got to see that lobbies don't operate. I mean, this whole, this whole feudal concept of having godfathers and great godfathers, it has to go.
The politician, of course, has to reform himself and make sure that he does not interfere or does not destroy the system. But I'd equally say that senior bureaucracy must also behave itself. And I have always noticed that while the loaves and fishes, the gains are not so palpable at the lower levels as they are at the senior levels. And it's the senior bureaucracy which always sort of gives in. It prostrates itself before the politician. And that's where the crux of the matter lies. So a lot more courage in the bureaucracy to be able to keep up to the code of conduct which already exists, to follow the rules of business which have been laid down and function within the parameters which are there, and take the consequences.